Our one and only job today is to launch this incredible creature as far as we can using a very medieval catapult. So hopefully we do it proud and get a good launch. That's not bad. See, this one tells it where it's gonna go. This one tells it how hard it's gonna get there, which is pretty hard. Off into the sky we go. We can hopefully eat some birds along the way, and I even have a boost. Luckily this thing's also made of some kind of very bouncy jello and rubber, so we can actually bounce along the ground a very long ways. While we're at it, we're going to try and eat as many of these flying grapes as we possibly can, along with the sparkly shards. All I've learned so far is we need some extra lubrication. We've also leveled up. I did notice I landed on a few unicorns, which probably doesn't feel good. And the flying grapes were also a star. And once you get rich enough, we can go from this medieval kicker all the way up to some pretty amazing launchers. But the only way we're going to do that properly is by launching them again and again and again. This time we're going to kick him with a fire thing. Maximum thunderness. Yes, I was just thinking that. And we got the bird. We got the bird again. I don't know if the birds actually help me, but it's funny. Oh, okay, that's probably a good thing to land in. That got us a lot farther. We're already about to hit a new record. We're coming up to a treasure chest soon enough. We hit another transformer. Off we go. At the treasure chest, we're going to fly right in.
I will give riches.
Less talking, more giving. Oh, we actually do smash into it. Not like that. Yeah, we're going to take the treasure. He was only going to give me one, but we took it all. $10,000. Which is actually a lot of money because we're pretty broke so far. But if we destroy enough of these flying grapes, we'll be rich. I like how he just gets up and waddles back to the launcher to do it all over again. I like how we can upgrade precision. Why would we ever upgrade precision when we can just upgrade power? We're going to upgrade our cannonball form. Not entirely sure what that means. We're also going to increase the bat gang. And the slime did slow me down eventually, along with the spiky dinosaur. And I feel like we've run into these the most, so we're going to go ahead and give that a little upgrade. Then I think we all know what comes next, a higher power launch. Okay, that's right where it wants to be, and not quite max, but it's so close. It's enough to put him into orbit and slam down like a fireball. It's probably worth saving my boost for times like this when I can actually see and control roughly what I'm going to hit, which is mostly these flying grapes. Oh, we might be able to land on one of these guys. Wait, got him. I just want to take everyone with me. We do get points for leveling up, so that feels good. I don't know what this Demon Knight guy is, so I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade him. This little creature is going to be very sick of us by the time we're done with him. Oh, we got a good launch. Off he goes. We're definitely moving pretty quick. I gotta try and keep this momentum going. Really starting to learn that I need more stuff here on the ground. The ground is what's gonna keep me going, ironically, in a flying game. Yeah, more smashing power. Exactly what I just said. I wanted to click on the S because I thought that did something. Turns out it doesn't, so I got a very vertical launch for him. So, oh, okay. Press space to use. Ah, we get to relaunch ourselves. That seems handy, especially when we didn't get a launch. Whoops, that's straight vertical. Speaking of which, we're really going up high on this one. But at least when I'm this high, when I land on a creature, I really land on a creature. I feel like I've been airborne for 45 minutes already. Much better launch this time. Much better angle, much better power. I'm going to go ahead and use this power right now because we're slowing down. We weren't stopped, but I just wanted to make sure we were still moving forward somewhat. I ran into a giant flock of these, so they're going to give me a nice launch forward through a bunch of big gems. Not sure what just happened there, but we got a cannon shot, so with a little better launch, we will go that way. Managed to run into another cannon. That was at our record, so this is definitely going to be a new record. Halfway to the finish line, we've earned a lot of money. But we're saving up for bigger things anyway. Okay, this is good. We got another launch. We launched into the big packet of creatures. We're coming up on our record. We just got to get a little bit lucky with the cannon. Oh, we went over the cannon. Oh, never. What? Why doesn't that one count? Just because he's dead. That's okay. We clearly just need more power. Now it's got spikes all over it just to give him some good motivation to fly. Feel like this could be a good one. Just under where it needed to be. But we're absolutely flying already. Oh, and we ran into this right away too. Right at the top. So that should launch us good and far. And we'll see where we actually come down from all this. Well, we hit a flying grape, so I'm going to relaunch me with my booster thing. But we need to get pretty lucky here to get anything at all accomplished. We went right over the transformer and the cannon. Luckily, we did level up, and now that I know what we're hitting more than other things, we're going to upgrade the cannon and also the regular birds. I guess for 7,500, we might as well try extra precision. That might have actually made the line a little bit bigger and easier to hit. Not that I ever miss anything at all, as we missed the bigger line. But the power is really what matters, and I mostly always get that pretty good. Okay, we're right into a big packet of the grapes, so those are going to give us a nice little boost forward into some giant gems. And there's a new variety of flying weirdos, so those seem to be giving us a very big boost. Yeah, this is great. At least I think it is. They're making a sound when we hit them. Yeah, we got to hit them on the way up. On the way down, they don't really give us a super boost. So we can go ahead and boost ourselves forward. Coming up on our current record. Maybe those birds actually slow us down. Maybe they give us money. It's a little bit hard to tell. Well, that's convenient. It's a cannon right at my record. So we'll give ourselves a nice forward-facing launch to get just a little more distance. You can never take things too far when you're launching a monster out of a cannon. Oh, we should have hit those. That would have been better. But that did give me $12,000, so that's lots. Got a max level launch with my newly upgraded cannon, so we're going to be going some distance. All it's going to take is one really lucky bounce to send us absolutely around the universe at light speed. But for that, we got to play the patient game. I'm glad I did that because we were about to get a slime. Lucky for us, we did level up and we've got all these creatures to come across out there in the world. I think I want to upgrade these guys. And then the unicorns too, because I just like landing on those a lot. We're probably going to need a second smash. I feel like that's just going to help. Now we can get ourselves going twice over. So if we get a halfway decent launch, we'll be on our way. Straight into the transformer. I don't know if that actually multiplies, but it kind of seems to because we're back into orbit. So hopefully we can hit a few more of those. Well, at least when I feel like I'm running out of speed, I can just boost myself forward with a giant foot from the ground. I'm sure my creature appreciates that too. But that's kind of what he's built for. We'll get him a helmet one day. Sweet 2x combo. Thank you, kind creatures. Your sacrifice will be appreciated by everyone. We get another max level launch straight into a transformer robot. So we're moving along pretty good. Now we just need a few more lucky bounces. We'll definitely get a new record. I'm willing to sacrifice this creature to try. We got a good jump there, right into a cluster of grapes. Those launch me nicely. We crushed a creature. There's a cluster of grapes ahead of me. I tried to vault into them, but we got a combo that might have also missed me a cannon, which is sad. But there's a new record. Oh, and we're coming up to another treasure chest. I'm going to try and launch myself a little bit forward leaning just to be sure to try and get there. Think we're going to do it. Treasure chest. You wouldn't hurt me, right? No, I'm too young. That's fine by me. We'll go ahead and take your treasure and you could be on your way. We made it like 80% of the way to the boat, but we did level up. And we unlocked a passive upgrade, which is a spring. Bounces further when hitting, bounce higher, and yeah, I'm sure that's great. The unicorn also needs an upgrade because we're landing on those a lot more than we used to. Now with our extra bouncy moron, let's see if we can get a nice good launch. Good enough for me. So I'm supposed to get extra bounce power off the creatures. I'm still not entirely sure some of them are better to hit than others. I feel like the spike ones might work against me. But I'm pretty sure anytime we touch anything now, we're just going to get much extra launch because those birds put me out of orbit for once. And if you're not launching a monster out of orbit, you're not trying hard enough. We got some good speed and bounce going. We actually hit orbit right as we're coming up to our record. So as long as we don't get any unlucky bounces, we might make it to the boat at the end. Ooh, the cluster of grapes is going to carry us all the way there. Thank you, grapes. Which brings us to a boat full of monsters. They dropped a sea mine on me and launched us again into a new level. But now we have new and more valuable crystals that are green. And if life has taught me anything, it's that things that are green are always more valuable than yellow ones. We also leveled up for that and made $23,000, which means we could probably get away from this old thing and buy this one for $100,000. Luckily, they have this wonderful space age technology to build something in an instant. Yet we can't launch a monster very far at all. I like how it comes with a blood bag. We get to put the blood back in the creature once it lands so we can launch him again. We can also upgrade our passives. Oh, that's definitely a huge one then. We need the bounciest idiot possible. Not even sure what this thing is, so I'm going to buy it. Time for the new launcher in action. Okay, we got a good angle, and that's actually maybe quicker. Okay, this is like a flaming ram. So we're starting back in the original level to make it back to the treasure chest where we've got to make it past the end goal. Luckily, I've got lots of time to launch this idiot as many times as it takes. That extra bounciness is really coming in handy now. All the creatures are actually giving me a little bit of a lift. Some of them quite a lot, like we could stay airborne quite a while just on the backs of the birds we're sacrificing. Got a nice transformer straight into the flock of birds, so we're moving forward. I feel like those crystals actually slow me down, but we hit another one of these. So we're gonna hit light speed. Beyond light speed. We did make it at least far enough to level up, so we're definitely going to be upgrading our springiness again. And we're going to spend $70,000 upgrading our power to 35. That turns it into a rhino, and that probably feels good ramming on your rear. Luckily, that's a problem for our creature and not us. That's a good launch. Off we go. But now everything we hit will be even bouncier, so we'll really carry some momentum forward, and this one's shaping up to be a good one already. Yeah, the creatures are finally pushing me upwards. As soon as I hit them, it actually feels good, rather than just okay. So I feel like we're going places. That was a little shallower than I would have liked it, but at least this way we have lots of opportunity to hit birds. I'm mostly just here to knock birds out of the sky. Okay, we hit another cluster of grapes. We're getting pretty good luck. I don't know if the more we level up, the more creatures we see in the sky, but that kind of seems to be the case. We might not have made it to the second zone, but we did get almost 20 grand. I think we're about to hit a new speed record for ourselves. Those crystals always feel like they're slowing us down, but we got absolutely launched there. And we crashed a bunch of birds into a giant cluster of birds, so we're just continuing on. So close. We got something called a meteor strike. I have no idea what that is. but apparently pushed us ahead quite a ways. And that carried me all the way through to this cannon. Ooh, did not mean to go that shallow with it, but we're carrying so much speed, I don't think it matters. Because that flung us into a cluster of flying grapes, which is launching us towards the end rather quickly. We're taking out a lot of birds along the way, and we're back in orbit. Okay, this is going to be a good one. We're on to the second part of the map again, where there's green crystals, there's more grapes. This one had better be worth a fortune. It took a long time to make it to here, so we need to make our money back. I think it's all thanks to the extra bounciness and creatures we sacrificed along the way. Pretty sure we crushed one of those unicorns at the bottom to get here. I wouldn't say no to a treasure chest. I bet that's worth a lot of money, and I think these grapes are going to carry us there. Almost there. Just a couple little bounces. As long as nothing bad happens, I think we'll make it. Well, we at least passed the, there we go. You destroyed my brother. And? Well, I'm not going to stop with your brother. Taking your whole family with me, including your kids. No, the question, was it worth killing that thing? Yeah, 45 grand is something. So we definitely leveled up for making all the way in there. And we earned 35,000 for a single run. So we're definitely spending more stars, making them springier. And we're also going to upgrade that. While we're at it, we're going to spend 55,000 on an extra smash. So now a good launch will really set us going strong. And all the creatures are bouncing off now. It makes a huge difference. They actually send us a long ways upward. So this will just get easier and easier as we torment this poor creature. It's so satisfying smashing all these birds now. We're constantly hitting them. So we're going to have to upgrade so we have more of those in the sky because those are a big help to us. Bouncing off the backs of these morons, we've saved up $132,000, which is enough to increase the power again. Now we have a giant raging triceratops. Plus, we did level up again, so I think I'm going to upgrade the baddies and also the slimes. We don't hit these a lot, but they do slow us down, which is pretty annoying. Now we just need a good launch, maximum power. Off we go. The most powerful launch we've ever had. Wow, we're coming out of orbit quickly. But we're going to have more birds than ever before they hit. Wow, we're hitting a lot of stuff in the sky. Just like we're supposed to. So each one of those does make us go faster. Anytime we hit anything, it multiplies our speed. So we're definitely going pretty quick. I really wish I hit that. We would have been going absolutely light speed. Pretty sure by the end of this, there's going to be no birds left in the sky. We've entered stage 2 again, which is great because that means we can make some money again. It's worth a lot to make it so far into here, especially when we keep getting boosted. 447,000 distance, but that was worth 30 grand. Kind of wondering if upgrading precision is worth it, though it only added 3 precision. I don't really know what that means and I can't relate because I'm not a very precise person. We got Meteor Strike again. I think that's because I launched myself twice in a row using the boot from the ground. That combined with this and we're cooking along at a pretty good clip. We suddenly lost all of our speed though and we're very low, so great. I did manage to level up again, so I can use my many points to make my bounciness even higher, level 5. See, it's really just all about the bounciness. The more I can bounce off everything, the easier it gets. I don't have to care or think or try. My idiot will just keep bouncing his way through life. It actually does make it incredibly easier when you bounce that hard off every little creature. That was just a random whatever run, and we still made it 411,000 for 26,000 points. I think this could be a new record. We're so close to our little red triangle. We just did a really bad upward launch, but you know what? Maybe that'll somehow work in our favor. With a little bouncy luck, anything is possible. Doesn't mean it's probable. We might hit that creature. Good. Now we can lunge forward maybe, and so close. One thing we can do is upgrade our smash, so we can smash ourselves 3 times. That combined with how bouncy we are, and we could actually get ourselves really far. Okay, this could be a good one. We made it pretty much all the way to the end of the first zone, and I haven't used any of my smashes yet. Plus, we're back in orbit. Okay, we're on to zone 2 now. This is good. So if we can just time it right to get a good bounce, followed by a second bounce, which is a meteor strike, which has us going at light speed into the grapes. Those are rocketing us towards, whoops, I missed it there because I had a weird angle, but we should be breaking our record. Correction, we're going to absolutely smash our record. We're on the way to that treasure chest because I'm going to smash it too. Okay, we bounced into a transformer at light speed. I think that actually slowed us down. The game kind of lagged for a second there, and I don't blame it. I think this is it. This will carry us basically all the way to that treasure chest or thereabouts. Then we're gonna murder it and its family. Perfect. Cannon right where I needed it. He thinks he's safe from me. Hello, handsome. Hi. I'm gonna murder you. Please be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Money's getting hard to come by. Well, it was actually 80 grand. Can we get a nice bounce off these guys? Well, at least we took 2 of them with us. That also leveled me up, and we've unlocked a new passive because of it. This is going to increase our gliding. So we are absolutely increasing that. As long as we can find a way to keep increasing our level and our gliding power, we're going to go so much further. I can already feel the difference. Like, this was a really weak run overall. We still made it into zone 2. We have a long ways to go to hit that boat though. I did get a 3-time combo in my relaunch thing, so that might have been a speed record for sure. We're going pretty quick. Hopefully the grapes continue our speed along and don't actually slow us down. Looks like our speed is still going just fine. That extra gliding really actually does make a huge difference too. Now not only are we super bouncy off creatures, but every time they send us absolutely flying. We lost a bit of speed along the way, but we're actually coming up on a record pretty quickly because we're getting really lucky with the things we're landing on. At least until now. But we leveled up, so I consider that a big success. Because now our glider power can also go up again twice. So that's definitely going to mean more time spent in the sky, which means more things we're hitting, which means more speed, more power. So it's really only taking us a couple seconds to make it to the end of the first level now. I think I've accidentally set a new record. I just had a casual launch and went to do something on my phone. When I looked up, suddenly we're actually about to hit a new record. Mostly thanks to that sweet gliding and bouncing power. And a cannon to push us just a little further. At this point, it doesn't take much accidental homicide to get us a lot of momentum going again. That was a little steeper than I would have liked it, but at least there's lots of birds up here to keep us going. We just missed a few extra launches, but we went a long ways. And we leveled up again. Given the amount of bats we're hitting up in the sky, I think I'm actually going to take a turn to get more of them up there. I realized there's also mini games I could be playing that are actually really quick and easy money, so I could have been grinding up upgrades much quicker. Anyways, after a few mini games, I've got $340,000, which is enough to buy an enormous cannon, hopefully with some upgrades. That looks like the kind of thing I'd want to be launched out of. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade Smash right away because I'm really coming to appreciate smashing. Just about ready for our first cannon launch. Off we go. With all of our bouncing and gliding and birds in the sky at this point, I think we're gonna be doing well. Whoops. Think I'm about to hit a new speed record because we're on level 2 and we're absolutely flying through it, at least at the start. Yeah, that extra power, whatever we're giving ourselves, we're flying through this part, and level 2 is huge. All thanks to the power of the grapes. This has got to be good for experience as well. A robot? Yeah, I'll take that. What happened to our speed suddenly? Are we going so quick it looks slow? I still feel like some of these things boost you up into the sky but slow you down if you're actually going quick. Sometimes you're better off just to bounce off regular birds. We're headed for the end zone in a big hurry. We're getting a meteor out of the sky. Nope, we're just gonna fall like an angel. Like a meaty red angel with horns. We're getting closer and closer. It keeps feeling like we're almost there, but this area is absolutely huge, so it takes a while to cover that distance. Back to the water, back to our weirdo friends on the boat. They're gonna sea mine me once again, and we're gonna launch into the next area with bigger, better treasure chests. And this time we're just straight up bouncing off the water, so that probably feels a little bit better than the hard land we've been using. But we definitely leveled up, so we're going to spend 5 points upgrading our bounciness. That's actually going to make a huge difference. Every time we upgrade bounciness, we go so much further, so much easier. You know what I think would help us get a little further? More smashing. Now we have a total of 4 smashes we can do, so when we feel like we're running out of steam, we can really get ourselves going again. Yep, that can get us going at real high speeds. The first level hardly even exists anymore. It's just a blur of this crap until we're into the second zone at least. And the game actually starts slowing down and we're suddenly on ground level, but going very fast. And there's another level up. I think we're probably better off to go for extra gliding power on this one, and then we get extra upgrades, so we're gonna go for extra cannon launch. I've got a good feeling. Right away we got a meteor strike. I was looking away so I didn't catch my first bounce, but maybe we'll get this one. Good, a second meteor strike. Okay, we got a third combo in a row, so I've been doing this all on my own smashes. Thought I'd be going a little faster than this. I mean, we're not going slow. We're clearly gonna make some money. And a 4 times combo. These grapes kind of stole my thunder there. It said wow for a wee wow. Okay, we're going pretty quick. Yeah, we are, I think actually hitting light speed at this point. Our bounces are losing momentum though. These things always launch me rather low. But our extra gliding and bouncy power is coming in handy. We are smashing level 2. Every time we touch any little thing, we go absolutely flying. Even on the way down, they're really keeping us afloat. On the way up especially though. But the luck has to run out eventually. We were going absolutely bananas through the first parts of this level, and then you don't hit anything and don't even make it to the end of round 2. But I had a lot of fun getting here, and I'm pretty sure my monster did too.